Welcome to the Good Kind of Weird podcast. My name is Elora. Welcome.
Yeah.
And Mitchie.
The fiance.
Yeah, we can get into that. I wanted to make a podcast. I've had this podcast technically for a while. I asked Mitchie to do it with me.
Yeah, I have never done a podcast before. This is a first for me.
I've technically done about 6 episodes of a podcast, but I don't know if it exists anymore because it used to be on SoundCloud and I think my account got archived because I wasn't using it. But I did a couple episodes when we were in university. I did one with Jesse and Brandon, and I did another one with Melissa and Cynthia. And then before that, I did one with a high school friend. And then I did one online with my old buddy Neo. So like I've already done a few podcast episodes, but like it wasn't done in a way that was like coherent. But now I kind of know what I'm doing a little bit more, and I want to do it. So we're doing it. Haha. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
You can't stop me.
I will try my best. No, you're unstoppable.
Why not have you on this with me? I think that would be amazing. Thank you for letting me hold you hostage on a channel.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I made Mitchie the editor so she can post and upload and live stream on her own as she pleases as well. So this is like a shared channel, but also podcast.
Yeah.
I actually created a podcast already, technically, on the channel. So it's like a playlist that these are going to go up into.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like using the YouTube podcast feature.
I didn't know they had that feature.
Yep, we're doing it like legitly.
Yeah, it's just like I really have no idea.
I know, I'm basically kidnapping you for a few hours to have conversations with me so that I can edit it and put it online.
Yes.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm okay with spending time with you in any sort of fashion.
Like good. They don't realize I have a gun. It's good, you know.
Gosh.
Earlier we brainstormed some ideas and top-in points for us to talk about. And I thought the best thing to do for this first episode is to just kind of introduce ourselves. So my name is Elora. I'm 26 years old, NB AFAB. I am a Twitch streamer, an artist, and I am the caretaker for my grandfather. And I am the fiance of Mitchie.
Yeah.
And if you want to give your first part of your introduction, go for it.
Okay. Well, my name is Michiko Hano, but I go by Mitchie. I do VTubing mostly on the side, but my main job is a data analysis at a butterfly house at the zoo. And I am 29, I am pansexual, and I identify as a woman. Yeah, like Laura said, she basically asked me, do you want to do a podcast? Me not knowing anything about podcasts, I'm like, sure. Because I generally just want to spend time with my fiance because she brings me joy.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah, you like watched me make like the channel and stuff, and then like helped me set up. I like made the channel and call. It's great.
Yes. Just like, you want to do this? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So what I want to do with this podcast is I want to talk about weird shit we like, passions, ideas, dreams, hypothetical scenarios, weird shit we see online from the world, maybe even like conspiracy theories. I don't know. Like, you know, like food for thought, random stuff we really care about. You could give like an expose, my bad, on whatever you want. Basically, it's like, hey, I want to tell the world about morphos. Like, go for it. No, yeah, like I want this to be whatever we want it to be. In self-indulgent and cathartic.
Yeah, and if other people enjoy it, that's great too, you know?
Exactly. That's just like the icing on the cake, you know, it's the real shabam.
Yeah. A part of me was thinking I kind of want to talk about like the butterfly effect, like how one simple thing that you don't think about happens that can affect something, but it changes your life drastically.
Yes, I love the
Yeah.
butterfly effect.
Yeah. It's just like we are a prime example of that. It's like at least that's how I think about it
Yeah,
because yeah, we did meet in university let's see.
like 2016.
Yeah, uh so like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we met there. I was sitting at a table by myself, just kind of minding my own business, and then this person comes up to me and asks if they can sit with me, and my first thought was, "Oh God, an extrovert."
Hey, I just saw a pretty lady in the corner by herself, and I was like, why not? She
Yeah.
shouldn't have to sit alone. Come on.
Aw. Yeah, she took pity on me.
No, I thought you were cute.
Thank, thank you. Yeah, me with self-esteem issues.
I was wondering if my
But yeah,
gaydar was accurate. I was like,
it was. It was. Yeah. It's just like at the time I didn't really know what pansexual was, so I identified as bisexual back then.
Mhm.
But it's like it's like how you say it. It's like I do not care like what you identify as. Like if there is a connection, let's try
Mhm.
it.
Yeah, it's more about like the person as a whole, who they are, how they act,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, you know, the real juicy stuff. None of that nitty gritty little whatever.
yeah.
What do you think were the butterfly effects exactly?
Well, it's just like if you hadn't gone to university and a few years later, if I hadn't gotten into VTubing, I don't think we would have met again.
That's
I think,
true. It's
yeah,
very
just,
happenstance. It's like I did notice that like we still follow each other on social media. You know, it's like they were keeping tabs.
yeah, just like we were still aware of each other's presences, but we never really
Yeah, that's
interacted
true.
with each other.
It was like just like looking at each other's posts.
Yeah. 3 years ago, when Crossbite told me, "Hey, we can basically be VTubers for free. You want to try it out?" And
Yeah.
so he made me my very first model, and I was like, "Oh, I actually like this." And I knew you streamed on Twitch,
Yeah.
so yeah, I think when I got into VTubing, that's when you started streaming again after you took a long hiatus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it kind of goes from there because like I kept talking to you, I kept commissioning you. A part of me kind of felt like I was starting to like I was afraid that I was doing the parasocial thing where I thought something was there, but just like I stopped it because it's like no, 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 I am just her client. I am nothing special.
That is kind of weird when there is that client relationship because you don't want to cross a line.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like we were both teetering this line, and it was just a matter of time before somebody was like, "Is it just me, or like, is there this
Or like
like,
is there something here?
yeah, exactly." It's just like a matter of time, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I basically I just realized I genuinely wanted to support you, and when you were happy, I was happy.
You've always brought me like to a peace, calmness.
Yeah, and you do the same for me.
Yeah, you're just like the most comfortable, nicest person.
Yeah. You're the same for me. Like you are my you You are my comfort person. Yeah.
Very nice, thank you. 'Cause I think I'm the one who said something, right?
Yeah, you were the one who asked me if I was single.
Yeah, because I thought you and Cross were fucking together.
we're just friends. But
Yeah.
Crossbite is very much like a sibling to me.
Yeah, because you guys did stuff a lot. I kind of assumed you were together. So
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what the fuck? Because I was like, I felt like we had something, so I was like, what the fuck? I was like, we're not gonna talk about this? Like,
I guess that kind of proves how dense I am, because if you ever flirted with me, I never realized it. It's
damn.
like that one. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure I laid it on thick a few times.
Yeah, that's how thick I am.
I'm like, hey, you want some lesbian art? You want some, like, tentacles?
Yeah. And I just said yes because I like your art.
Like, yo, can I draw you naked? Yeah, platonically though.
It's like that one meme. It's just like, wait, did you just flirt with me? I have been for the past year, but thank you for noticing.
Yeah, it's like fucking. I've been drawing you like my French girl, and
It really was for like about a year. Hi, I'm Mitchie. I can't pick up hints.
Yeah, no, I think there's been multiple times that I'm just like, hello. Yeah.
Thank you for your patience.
No, I'm dense too. I need to be told exactly what is happening or what's wrong or whatever, because I just don't pick up on stuff super easily. So I need to be told, which, you know, can be difficult for some people, so thanks.
Yeah. Well, I think it also helps us be more open with each other.
Yeah. When you just say what you
'cause-
mean, like,
Yeah.
just it's so much easier.
Yeah.
I don't ever
'Cause,
want
like-
you to be afraid to, like, tell me something.
Right. It's like, I probably, like, you are the one person I tell basically everything.
Appreciate that. I do the same. Like,
Yeah.
I try to tell you everything nowadays. Like,
Yeah, yes, I appreciate that. I love you.
love you too. I'll be like, my tummy upset.
Yeah, it's like, oh. And I'll be like, I'm here for you. If you need me to send you some soup, just ask.
That was very helpful. You're so sweet.
Yeah. It's just like, if there's one thing that I think I can do, it is take care of you. At least a little bit.
You help me remain hopeful of life.
Yeah.
You make me excited for future. It's like a goal in mind.
Yeah.
And I think that helps give me this fire. Do things,
Right?
and I want to do so many things and do so much more. And a lot of it is just creation of different ideas and media forms. And just doing it online and trying to continue to grow. And I'm like, let me add him, put me in champ.
Yeah. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it happen.
Yeah, I feel more hopeful than I think I ever have for anything, like, in life.
That's wonderful, sweetheart.
Yeah, I'm like slowly unclenching, like, I feel like I'm shedding, like, old, like, scaly skin.
Yeah.
Gross,
Like
I
a
don't
reptile.
like it. It's not pleasant. It's not a pleasant
Yeah.
experience. It's very painful. It's very much accepting a lot of terrible things about yourself and trying to move on and maybe try to learn how to do things better. It's just like, when you have been abused and poor and, like, basically you started off disadvantaged and then shit happens further in your life, it gets to the point where your trust in others completely vanishes and you only depend on yourself. And your inability to trust people affects your life greatly because you won't ask people for help, you won't hang out with people, friends, family, you end up isolating yourself and living like this lone wolf lifestyle, and it's not good for anybody.
Yeah, it's like I did notice that with you.
Yeah. I've been trying to like pull myself out of that and allowing myself to feel things and also try to find some sort of peace within myself. Like come to Zen. Like even talking about it kind of puts like a little chill down my spine because there's parts
Oh
of me
yeah.
that I never wanted to accept that I'm having to learn to accept and handle.
Yeah.
Like with my brother too. Lately, it's like we've been trying to deal with his anger issues a bit.
Mhm.
Just the other day, he said he wanted to buy a gun, and I told him that I
Oh.
did not feel comfortable with him getting a gun. I
Mhm.
tried to explain to him that depressed people and guns don't go well together. People with anger issues and guns don't go well together. I expressed to him that I didn't want him to end up in some weird gang shit, like, anymore, like, nothing, That was a tense conversation.
Oh yeah, I bet. But it was one he needed to hear, you know?
Yeah, but I was basically debating him. And eventually he said, okay, that's a pretty good reason, like, to something I said. I think
Yeah.
when I just broke and straight up said I am not comfortable with that, like that's when he was like, oh, okay. I tried to like talk
Yeah.
him down from it pretty much. And Ari was like, if you do, it's gotta be completely legal. It's gotta have serial numbers, like none of that weird sketchy shit. Yikes.
Yeah, yeah. I can't comprehend something like that, but it's like I can offer a future for both of us and for our future family because it's going to be everybody. That is the plan.
Yeah, it's just I think Joey's still heartbroken. I think
Yeah.
like he just wants to feel something, so he's like gonna chase it or whatever.
Okay.
I think he's getting a little manic,
Ah, yeah.
so that's why I'm like, no, I don't think
Yeah,
you will.
no.
Boy.
No. Oh.
Mom says no. Like,
Yep. Yep.
yeah, pretty much. But I'm like the family chick. I'm like the mom of the family or whatever. So I gotta put my foot down. Gotta tell him,
Yeah. Yeah, because you do take care of everybody,
Mhm.
and that's kind of how I feel. It's just like I see you as the caretaker, but I want to take care of the uh, caretaker, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, because yeah, you work hard, you provide, like you are amazing, and
Yeah.
I want to help make you even more amazing.
Got a fucking family of 4, motherfucker. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I didn't even have kids. What the fuck? God damn it. These adoption systems. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, what future are you thinking about right now?
I'm thinking of a big house with all 5 of us,
Mm.
and we each, all of the streamers have their own streaming room, make it more convenient. I want you to have, like a workshop so that you can make more like physical art, so that you
Yeah,
can
that'd
hone
be
your
so
skills
cool.
there. And I want my own, either like greenhouse, atrium, or aviary, where I can do my own research, get grants to do my own research for native species.
Ooh.
That's what I see us doing.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't mind having like chickens either. chickens or ducks.
Yeah, like a little farm, so that we can be partially self-sustainable.
I feel like we're gonna have a lot of plants too.
Yeah.
They're gonna be everywhere.
Yeah, and that's why I kind of want to work on like butterflies, because butterflies and moths are pollinators. It's like bees are pollinators too, but I have a feeling you would prefer the moths and butterflies to that.
I mean, we're probably gonna have bees too. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a bajillion flowers. It's gonna be bees.
Yeah, we'll put it way at the back of the property. Yeah. Because I do. Yeah. I mean, I want you to feel safe in our home.
Yeah. Like, I'm just not gonna go outside until winter's back.
Yep. What's something that you would like in our future home?
Well, I want a nice kitchen.
Yes, big.
A nice
big
kitchen.
With the island.
Maybe like a lounge. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I just think about the house doesn't really matter as much for me. Like no matter where we end up, I'm gonna probably figure something out. It's just I just think about the stuff I want to do at the house, right? It's like I think about cooking for you guys. I think about like movie nights, like I don't know, like when like welcoming you home, making like breakfast for everybody, like you know, streaming together and just hanging out.
Yeah, I love that thought. That's what brings me hope.
Oh yeah, I'll still do the thing where I cover the house in art.
Yes, I want that. I want at least one whole wall of art by Elora.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I can do like a mural. It would be great.
Yes.
Yeah, dude, I've been drawing since I was like 14. Technically before that, but that's when I started taking it like seriously. When I was 14. And I dropped out of band and performing arts and just went into all different variants of art classes. It ended up that in senior year I did like portfolio and stuff as well, but I pissed off the art teacher because I didn't go to college for art. I went for chemistry.
Oh goodness.
I've had art in art shows and I've won a few awards. I won the Susan Van Waring Award of Art Excellence. I had my work in the Jordan River Art Council, stuff like that. So I've been around. It's fun.
Yeah, because you did take an apprenticeship, if I recall.
Yeah, I was apprenticing for Todd Warner, the sculpture artist. He's now deceased, unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah, he taught me how to draw cartoon animals and ink drawing and being precise, and he would have me draw the animals very realistically before doing caricatures. So he basically taught me the process of doing caricatures and stuff like that. And he taught me basically to have fun with it. I just helped him with his inventory most of the time. He's a dude who's drunk most of the time.
Okay.
But he was always very pleasant to be around. He was a very extravagant, fun man who owned peacocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did art for many years, and then after my accident I stopped for about a year, and it seemed that I had lost progress in art. Like I felt like I had degressed, I got worse. So then I dedicated like the next 2 years to learning how to draw again, and I think I've finally surpassed my previous point. I think I'm like starting to get like kind of good, like
Yeah.
and I want to learn even more, get even better. I try new shit all the time, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like I just have the desire to constantly improve, constantly learn new things. Like, start learning animation, start learning Blender, like, just won't stop, you know?
Yeah. Can't stop, won't stop.
Exactly. Like, I have so many
Yeah.
dreams and things I want to do. Comic series, manga, Patreon, commissions, like I want to do it all. I want to make gaming videos,
Yeah.
like very busy all the time, but to me it's super rewarding when like I do
Yeah.
have like chat interactions or get YouTube comments or people join the Discord and say like Shadow was saying that they were lurking for a while but they think that we're super nice, like a legit ass group, you know. Like we got people in the
Yeah.
Discord who like don't even watch the videos. Like I'm starting to, you know, we got like this little community growing and I'm super proud of it.
Right, right. I love that.
Yeah, so that helps give me like this fire, this like that's why I want to make this podcast. Like I want to do so many things.
Yeah, I love this little community that we've managed to get.
Yeah, it makes it extra fun. It's like I'd probably do it anyway, but I think it's cool that people like it too.
Yeah, I am very proud of you on how far you've come. It's like I see all the little improvements that you make with each piece that you make. It's wonderful and amazing.
The thing I've been struggling with the most recently is not necessarily motivation, but like I have this weird problem where I want to draw, and I'm even eager to draw. But then like I open the program and then I just like don't know what to draw, or I can like barely force myself to do it. Like it's I like to compare it to like erectile dysfunction. It's like you're really fucking horny but that dick just ain't coming up. Like like, like you really want to draw but for some reason you just can't. You just can't make yourself do it. And then other times I will get into something and then I'll have to get off the computer or something and I lose my mojo. Like
Yeah.
yeah, it's just I don't know. I guess it's like fighting through burnout, right?
Mhm.
But then like I'm starting to get better and I've been having more fun with the art recently. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I gotta use this.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I just got into art because I wanted to make fan art. Pretty much it. I drew stuff that I liked. I drew Inuyasha. I drew Naruto. I drew like weird gay fan fiction art. I made OCs and did different random things. I did like fan art of YouTubers and shit, and eventually started taking commissions. I actually had a difficult time at first because I started off traditionally, so I struggled switching to digital. It took me a while to get comfortable with drawing like cartoony stuff. Like
Yeah.
I went through this like weird eerie valley.
Uncanny Valley?
The uncanny valley, yes. The uncanny valley of like art, because like it would look like robotic, or the emotions would be slightly off, or like it was trying to be a cartoon but it was like creepily realistic,
really.
or like it wasn't cute looking, like that kind of thing. But eventually I got it down and now I think I can draw like a weird realistic digital like cartoony drawing of like anything.
Yeah.
I'm like 100% confidence.
Yes, yes. It's like, I believe in you and you believe in yourself.
I know that if I can't do it, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'll study
because like you said,
things like
keep learning.
exactly. I'll draw shoes until they start looking good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you just gotta keep doing it over and over.
Yeah.
It's like machine learning, the same thing. You just do it over and over and over until you get there.
Yeah.
A lot of people stop when they draw something that they don't like, but you just gotta power through it. Just change
Yeah.
it until you do like it.
Yeah, I know that's something I struggle with. Like, if it isn't good the first time, then it's not worth it. But I know that's not a good mindset to have. It's like you start off not so good at something to eventually get good at something.
And even so, sketching is literally to make something look bad until it looks good. Like you just keep adding and taking away and changing things and redrawing things until you get it to a point where you like it. Like it's supposed to be messy. Like a lot of people are afraid of getting messy, and it's like, no, scribble over the page if you want. Lower the opacity, add another layer. Like
Yeah.
build up your drawing into something better. Don't be afraid to use the liquify
Yeah.
tool. Like, you know, use all the tools. There's no like right or wrong answer to drawing, really. Like, don't steal other people's work, but you can reference things. These are
Yeah.
different, you know. You can study things. It's like there's so many tools out there. It's like all that really takes is your willingness. People hate when they ask me how do they get good at art or something, and I say just do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Just practice. It
Like
literally
just
is
fucking
practice.
draw. Just and it's like draw things that you're interested in. Don't do like random tutorials you find on YouTube. Like if you have like a cartoon or a hobby or something that you're infatuated with, or even a human muse that you are infatuated with, just draw whatever you like. You'll be way more into learning if you're enjoying the process. Be
Yeah.
self-indulgent. I think being creative and creating things in general as a whole is a good positive thing to do for anyone.
Yeah.
It's an outlet of emotions, outlet of a thought process. It can help you deal with stress. It can help you come up with funny, intangible things. It's a healing process. It's the creative process, you know, it's the opposite of destructive.
Yeah.
So it's very useful, helpful skill for anybody. Like I think everybody needs a creative hobby of some sort to like really balance themselves out.
Yeah. You definitely taught me that.
Yeah, it's like I noticed for me especially my creative
Yeah.
hobbies helped me deal with a lot of like weird anger issues and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the angry artist. I'm the
Yeah.
angry punk artist.
Yeah.
I always encourage my friends and family members to get into creative hobbies. Are there any creative hobbies you'd want to do in the future?
I would like to try sculpting at some point.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, like actually using my hands to make something. I mean, yeah, I'm technically using my hands when I make my models and make my comics, but actually being able to touch the physical thing, I think that makes a difference.
Yeah, I love working with clay. You could
Yeah,
even
yeah,
get
yeah,
like a,
that's
a spin wheel and like we need a little kiln.
yeah, yeah, we would need
I've
that.
I have messed with stonework clay before.
Oh?
Yeah, so I have a little bit of experience in this. I've made like a bowl and a cup and like a little figurine thing.
Yeah. Yeah, because there was actually just a random TikTok showed up about this one pottery teacher who said, my students who are the most capable of making a teapot, which is objectively the hardest thing you can make, um, the students that are capable, I have to try and push them because they're not confident enough to make the teapot, and the ones who do want to make the teapot are the ones who are overconfident.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you can test the quality of a teapot by looking at the way the water flows out.
Oh.
Yeah, so if there's any bubbles or if it like twirls,
Yep.
like the smoothest it can possibly be when it comes out, the most silent is the best. So they like judge it on
Yeah,
like
yeah.
noise.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, clay is fun.
Yeah.
I did a little bit of glass beadwork as well. You know when
Oh?
you go to like a school fair and there's that high school kid making glass beads in the corner? Yep, that was
Yeah?
me.
Oh, okay.
I was that guy. It's funny, I could make really good beads for other people, but every bead I've ever made for myself failed.
Huh.
Literally, I've made hundreds of beads. About 10 of those beads I tried to make specifically for myself, and they all cracked.
Oh.
I'm cursed. I can't make things for myself.
Oh.
I've also done a little bit of glass work, glass jewelry making, and stained glass with like the copper tape solder. Pretty basic level to different stuff. Oh, I also did some like wood shop shit in like 8th grade.
Yeah. Wait, that early?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then in my art classes, I used like bandsaws and stuff like that too. Fun time.
Yeah.
I've used a rotor. Those are terrifying.
What's a rotor?
You ever see like a table with a round edge?
Yes.
So a rotor is a spinning curved blade.
Oh, it's that thing. Okay.
Yeah. They're so dangerous. They're so fucking dangerous. So yeah, I've used one of those before. That was fun and terrifying.
Yeah, I bet.
Like, not only can you use them to like make a smooth edge on something, but you can use it to carve out a section of stuff too. Like at a certain depth. So like if you want to do an epoxy inlay on a table or something, you use the rotor to carve out a section that you pour into.
Oh.
So that was terrifying.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's really satisfying when you finish a project. And like you said, having that tangible thing in traditional art is very nice.
Plus, more stuff for us to hang up and place around the house.
Yeah, more decoration.
Yes.
Is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
Like, the only real art thing that I did as like a kid / in school was singing. Yeah, that was the one extracurricular thing that I did growing up. It's just like, I knew I wasn't good at it, but I still enjoyed it. Because that was my form of release, and it still is to this day.
I have mixed feelings about singing.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's like a release for you and you have fun with it, then it's like more power to you.
Yeah.
It's like when you sent like the karaoke vids in the chat thing, I was like, dude, I would not stand on a stage in front of people like that. I would like fucking refuse. You'd catch me dead doing that shit. Like,
yeah.
It'd be the buzzkill. I'd be like, fuck you, man. I am not.
It's like, I don't think I could ever stand up on a stage with a big audience, but doing karaoke with friends, like, I'm okay with that, because it's like, I know these are my friends, they don't judge me, we're just here to have fun.
Yeah. I don't trust people. No. I don't know, I might do it with like you and like maybe Ari and my brother, but I don't know if I would do that with anyone else.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. That's just that's just something that brings me joy.
Yeah. How did you get into singing?
Oddly enough, it was being in church choir as a little kid.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's like, I was kind of forced to do it, but it's just like, I did genuinely enjoy it, so like in middle school and high school, I joined the choirs there. And there was a point where I could sight read really fast. So I used to be able to sing a song and learn it within a few weeks.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that skill anymore, but if I actually practice, I think I could get back into it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's like I used to do band shit, so like I know all about that note shit.
Yeah.
I also played like contraband, like the bass, where everyone else was on like treble clef. So like I played a different scale. And I'm like, fuck yeah, you enjoy singing, keep it up.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about doing some, but I'm like, I'm pussy.
Yeah. It's like I do want to do another song for YouTube at some point.
Yeah.
It's like, again, I know I'm not great, but it's like I still enjoy it.
I think you're fine. Like, God.
Yeah. It's like I eventually want to train my voice to be able to sing my favorite song, Defying Gravity. But it's just like you need to be a powerhouse in order to sing that song. I
Like,
do want to get back.
100% commitment.
Yeah, it is designed for a soprano, and I am very much an alto.
Oh.
Yeah, I've always had a lower voice.
I mean, same. But
Yeah.
I don't know what I am. I might be a tenor.
Yeah?
I don't know. Yeah, I did church choir too when I was younger, but I stopped because I didn't want to keep doing it.
Yeah.
But I did get to a point where I did do some of the solo stuff. So I did do like the REA and like the demo like Chelsea Steo bullshit.
Yeah.
Like the weird Latin part. Yeah, I got that. But I ended up getting super stressed out about it, so I wanted to stop.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah, I never talked about why I started streaming.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I started streaming when YouTube cut out a lot of small creators when they changed the monetization stuff. And I was really sad because I was monetized and I was having fun making videos and stuff. And then I was no longer monetized, and I was very hurt that we weren't being great grandfathered in or whatever. And I felt like they didn't really care about creators necessarily. It's like, sure, I wasn't making a shit ton of money, but I was making a little bit of money, you know? And I was like, I still like deserve the chance to like get a payout. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got mad about that, and then I switched to live streaming, and I did art, gaming, and random bullshit, and then I changed like from a regular streamer to a VTuber.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before that, I had changed my name online and like completely rebranded and like restarted.
Yeah. Kind of that butterfly effect again.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, I gave you your first model as well.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. It was to the best of my ability at the time. But I think I've gotten better at making models as well.
Right, and then shortly after you made me that model, I received another VTuber model, like a 2D model.
Yeah, the gremlin.
Yeah. So I also had that model, so I could go back and forth between 3D and 2D. I don't have that model anymore, sadly.
Oh.
I lost it in like transferring computers and stuff. But yeah, I had a gremlin model, and then I tried making models as well, I think. And yeah, bunch of models.
Yeah, we have several billion at this point.
So many, just constantly changing them. I've made a bunch of spooky ones. We got these ones too.
Yep.
I'm like, just playing dress up on the computer. You know how it goes.
Pretty much. It's dress up, darling, but with our own models.
Mm-hmm. Literally make your own clothes. Like, yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about VTubing?
I'd say it would be the model itself. I like being able to like change models if I want to, change clothes, and well, generally, yeah, my on-brand VTuber model is like a cat, but it's still me. Like I don't pretend to be anybody. I'm
Yeah,
have fun with it.
you don't really like play into a character.
Yeah. It's like I will play into the cat a little bit, like nyan nyan. Like I like doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. So it's a little bit of a character, but it's mostly me.
I guess I'd say like the same. I do kind of play a character, but
Yeah.
it's like, well, I think whenever as Ghost, I turn the bitch up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I get pretty sassy, you know.
Yeah.
And then, I have the whole like death theme and stuff, and like ghosts, all that shit that I lean into heavily. But yeah, this time I'm just a person. Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, you have always liked the macabre.
Yeah, I'm like a goth after all. I'm like a
Yeah.
casual goth.
Yeah. I'm not sure what I would be. I like goth stuff, but I don't really consider myself goth.
Me, you're just kind of like halfway between a geeky girl and a preppy girl.
I think that fits. Definitely geek. Or dork.
You're still pretty preppy.
Yeah.
But I just think that's like how you were raised and stuff.
A little bit, yeah. And also kind of like it's like I know the world is like life is a bitch and the world is shit. And I kind of live by I don't want to add to it.
Yeah.
So like I do my best to find like the little happinesses. It's just like, oh, hey, there's an ice cream parlor. It's like, oh, hey, look, there's cake or something like that. Or a guest complimented me today, something like that.
Yeah, the little moments are very important in life. It's like the other day I went out and I had a dress on and I got compliments and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. Just like pass it on, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like the whole karma thing, you know? Yep. Like, you get what you give kind of mentality. And like always trying to give more, you know? I get that. Hello.
Hello, kitty.
Oh, he's a baby.
Yes.
He's a sweet pea. He's been very cuddly.
Yeah. I like that. I like that about Thor.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart. Sweetheart baby. You want to talk about your pets?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, so the one pet in my room is my snake Prompto. He is a 3-year-old albino pinstripe ball python. He's only about 24 inches long, so I think he might also have the dwarf gene in there, because typically by 3 years old, a male ball python should be like around 3 feet.
Right, so he's quite short.
Yeah, very, very short, but very cute. He is very much, I only have one brain cell.
Docile baby.
Yep. So what I have a piece of bamboo above his water dish. He loves to climb it, but he doesn't know how to take a grip or keep a grip. So often in the middle of the night, I will hear a plop, and I'll go over to his tank and see that he dropped into the water bowl.
Oh, what a baby.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's not the most food motivated either. So typically, sometimes he does strike, but usually he doesn't. When I feed him a mouse, he has to sniff it for like 5 to 10 minutes before he daintily starts eating it very slowly. And I'm just thinking he would not survive out in the wild. He needs a parent.
And he would fucking die. There's no way.
Yeah, it's just like if his coloration was if his like contrasting coloration wouldn't get him, then his lack of being able to hunt for himself would.
Dude, I hope he would just end up being like taken inside by somebody and be like, "Oh, you little thing."
Yeah, yeah.
Holy shit.
I know my neighbors' kids likes them. Yeah, because sometimes I pass by them when I take Prompto out for some enrichment, and then one of the little boys will come up and say, "It's the happy yellow snake." It's like that's so cute.
It was
Yeah, 'cause
adorable.
Prompto. Yeah. Yeah. And then on the opposite spectrum, I have Ignis or Iggy, my yes, my leopard gecko with a Godzilla complex. Yeah. Yeah, he's like he thinks he's big and mean and scary when in fact he is only an 8-inch long lizard.
I mean, he's got the spirit. That's what matters.
Yeah.
I just love the fact that you put him in like a ball.
Yes, he does enjoy his hamster ball because he loves moving around. He's not very chill. So whenever I take him out, the most chill he is after he's done eating, which luckily he is pretty food motivated. He'll go for worms pretty easily.
Yay.
Yeah. So like after I feed him, he'll kind of let me hold him like a Wii remote for a little bit. And but
God.
then yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then after he's settled for a little bit, then he'll want to move around, and that's when I put him in the ball.
And then he gets to run around.
Yeah, but I do miss my first leopard gecko, Aranea or Ara. She was a max snowmorph leopard gecko, so instead of the usual like white and yellow splotch underneath the dots, she was all white underneath the dots.
Right.
Yeah, she was beautiful, and she was also a very chill leopard gecko. Unfortunately, a disease did get to her. I'm not sure which one, but I'm thinking it was most likely I forget, but there's a parasite that actually stops the liver from functioning, and I think that's what happened.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so since getting Ignis, I've been a lot more careful about being sure to wash or disinfect my hands before handling him now.
Oh my god, I didn't even know that you had to be like that careful. Holy shit.
Yeah, well, it's just like this is a different environment. Like these are leopard geckos are desert animals, and we live in a forested, humid area, right. So they're not used to that.
Put mothballs in there. Try it
out. Yeah, pretty much I only put water in his humidity hide whenever I know he is about to shed.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that we got Iggy.
Yeah. Yeah. And also, another thing about Ignis is he doesn't like males.
Doesn't like men.
Yeah, it's like, so for me and my mom, he will be chill. He'll let us hold him for a little bit, but no matter what my dad does, like he will veer his head away when he tries to pet him, or he will straight up run away whenever he tries to hold him.
He knows some weird secret about your dad and just hates him.
Maybe? I don't know.
He's witnessed something.
Oh gosh. Yes, I am a reptile mother.
Hey. Oh yeah. How would you describe yourself?
Describe myself?
Yeah. If you were like a book character, what would your wiki say?
Geeky wildlife data analysis who enjoys playing very very casual games or PS2 nostalgia games.
I'm mentally ill. No.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, that too. We're both mentally ill.
I don't know. I had a lot of fucked up shit happen.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't want to dive too deeply in this episode, but like I've got a lot
Yeah.
of like past trauma shit, stuff that happened in my childhood, stuff that happened in my adulthood, near death. Like my life basically got like whoop-de-whopped when I was like 18, 19. So yeah, I don't think I've had the like stereotypical life. I'm just trying to make the best of it.
Yeah. That's all we can do.
Yeah, I'm like I really am kind of like an animal, a nervous animal.
Yeah.
I like to call myself like the street trash or some shit.
On the opposite end, I grew up pretty sheltered from everything. It's just like, yeah, I was protected from the outside world, but as a consequence, I am now naive to that. And basically, I've been trying to teach myself since reaching adulthood on how to be an adult.
You may have had an experience where a friend might have reacted negatively to something without you understanding why.
Yeah.
Or because you might have said something offensive without realizing it.
Yeah.
Or you might not have understood the importance of something.
Yeah.
And it's almost like a cultural difference, to be honest.
A little bit, yeah.
Because we have two totally different kinds of lives, two totally different worlds.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Right? And yet, we ended up together, and now I can't imagine my life without you.
Oh, you're definitely losing in this, you know that, right? You're definitely settling.
No, I'm not.
Oh, for sure.
No, I don't think I have not seen one who is passionate about what they want to do. It's like and you listen to me, you don't judge me. I have not gotten that. Like, and yet you give me that.
I love you.
I love you too, sweetheart. It's like, to me, you are the one person I can be 100% myself around.
Yeah. I'd always want you to feel comfortable being yourself.
It's kind of a new feeling for me. Like being this open with anybody in general.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I am working on it. And working on my and working on myself. It's because I want to be a good partner for you too.
Yeah, I think it's important to be true to yourself. I guess, like, that's my ninja way. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should always be true to yourself. You know?
Yeah.
Stand up for yourself. Stuff like that.
Yes.
I'm like, what the fuck you doing? What are you letting them do that for? What the fuck?
Yeah. I know. I still have some progress to do.
Stockholm syndrome, really hard to break out of.
Yep.
Yeah. If anything, I would like to leave this podcast off with the whole message of like being true to yourself. Like,
Yeah.
the whole point of this podcast is to talk about our weird interests, our fascinations, deep dive into literally whatever the fuck we want to talk about.
Exactly. Yes.
So maybe in the comments below and tell us about your weird interests and what you want to talk about, what you want to hear us talk about.
Yeah. Give us suggestions. Tell us what you want to hear.
Yeah. And if there's anything you want to leave them with, I think this is probably a good amount for the first episode. That's just like an introduction.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. Well, thank you again for coming up with the idea of this podcast.
Yeah, like literally a podcast where we just talk about whatever the fuck we want to. And if we're talking about stuff that we enjoy and are passionate about, the chances are that there's other people out there who are also passionate about that stuff. Subscribe, like, share, comment, blah blah blah. Is there anything you want to talk about? Anything you want to share? Anything you want?
Maybe be sure to go follow us on our Twitch pages. We've got Elora Doodles and we've got Mitchie Hanno. And we also do have other YouTubes as well under the same names. So yeah, definitely go follow us there.
Yeah, I'll put all the links in the description. I already got our card links down in there, which have all our links, I think. So.
Nice.
Yeah, so just click the card and you'll get the links for our stuff. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Yay.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye. Like, that was weird.